Your NBA video. So today we're going to be talking about top 5 NBA centers going into the 2016-2017 NBA season. So yeah, before the video starts, I'm gonna list off the honorable mentions. Alright. So yeah, the honorable mentions are Hassan Whiteside and Al Horford. Hassan Whiteside is not on this list because, don't get me wrong, he can like block everybody and he can defend the paint. But as soon as there's a jump shooting center, he like becomes trash because if there's a jump shooting center, he can't defend him. Like he literally only stays in the paint and looks for blocks. So yeah, the jump shooting center could just wreck on him with jump shots. So yeah, that's why he's not on this list. But if he can improve on that, then he'll be on this list. But yeah, and Al Horford's not on this list because he can't grab boards and he can't defend. So yeah, if he can improve on those two things, then he will be on this list. But for now, both of those people are not on this list. So yeah, let's get on to the top 5. So yeah, number 5 is DeAndre Jordan. He's not higher up on this list because he literally only could block and grab rebounds. I mean, don't get me wrong, he grabs a lot of rebounds and he blocks a lot of shots, but like at a certain times that's not useful. And yeah, he doesn't average a lot of points. Like if you're like if you're a top 3 player on the team that you play for, you probably should at least average 15 points. He only averages 12. But if you can average like 15 points with like 10 boards per game and like freaking 3 blocks per game, he'll be higher up on this list. But since he can't score all that much, he's not higher up on this list. So yeah, that was number 5. Let's get on to number 4. So yeah, number 4 is Andre Drummond. He's number 4 because he averages 16 points per game. That's more than DeAndre Jordan. He averages like 13 boards per game, probably even more, I don't know. And he averages 1 block per game. That's freaking, I think that's just like pretty much an upgrade of DeAndre Jordan. Yeah, and freaking a team always needs their center to score. And freaking Andre Drummond got post moves on like DeAndre Jordan. And yeah, freaking Reggie Jackson passes the ball to Andre Drummond. Reggie Jackson averages 6 points. I mean 6 assists per game last year. So he was just lobbing it to freaking Andre Drummond last season. Pretty much that's how he got his assist. So if they just keep on doing that, Andre Drummond probably gonna get higher up on this list because he's gonna get more points per game. And yeah, but don't give the ball to him if there's a free throw situation. He must be happy that Hack-a-Shaq's gone. But yeah, he's number 4 on this list. Let's get on to number 3. I wanted to say this before, but I didn't say it because I forgot. Andre Drummond didn't have his breakout season until Stan Van Gundy traded Greg Monroe and Josh Smith. So yeah, ever since those people left, freaking Andre Drummond's been having his breakout year. So those people were just getting in his way, and now he's averaging 16 points per game, and he's just overall a better player. So that's why he's number 4 on this list also. So yeah, let's get to number 3. So yeah, number 3 is KarlAnthony Towns. You might be wondering, hey, you're NBA, why is KarlAnthony Towns number 3? He's freaking a 2nd-year player. He just had his rookie year. No, freaking he averaged 18 points per game. Tell me that's not a lot for a center. He averaged 18 points per game and 10 boards. That's freaking really good numbers. That's freaking more than DeAndre Jordan and Andre Drummond. They've been in the league for how many years? Yeah, and he could shoot threes. That's freaking key for a freaking team in the NBA these days because freaking small ball is becoming more of a thing in the NBA. So yeah, he could shoot threes. That's freaking very good for a NBA team these days. And freaking he's just an overall beast, and he can only get better from here since he's only in his 2nd year. And Andrew, the defense is gonna be like focused on Andrew Wiggins sometimes too, so he can score even more when the defense is focused on Andrew Wiggins. So freaking this is overall good for KarlAnthony Towns. So yeah, that was number 3. Let's get on to number 2. So yeah, number 2 is Marcus Gasol. You might be wondering, hey Yuri, what have me age? How is Marcus Gasol in the NBA? How is he number 2 on this list? I forgot he was in the NBA. You forgot he was in the NBA because he freaking was injured pretty much the whole entire last season. So yeah, he averaged freaking 16 points per game last season, and he was injured like pretty much half the season. But he could get better on the freaking rebounding. He only averaged 7 rebounds per game. Freaking all centers should at least average 10 rebounds per game if they're like a starting center. But freaking all of his post moves and scoring makes up for the freaking rebounds, in my opinion. So yeah, and he's like his best. He's the best player on the Memphis Grizzlies. So yeah, that was number 2. Let's get on to number 1. So yeah, number 1 is DeMarcus Cousins. There's no way that DeMarcus Cousins is not gonna be number 1. He averaged literally 26 points per game. That's like freaking one of the best in the NBA, and he averaged 11 rebounds. So yeah, he's just an overall good center. He has post moves. He could shoot threes. He could shoot mid ranges. He can like post up, and he could just like be an overall beast in the paint. So yeah, and he's like one of the top. He's probably top 5 best players in the whole NBA, in my opinion, right now. So yeah, I think maybe KarlAnthony Towns catches him one day in number 1 in centers, but for now it's freaking DeMarcus Cousins. He's an overall beast. He's next season I think he averages freaking 26 points per game next season again. But freaking the if it wasn't for the bad coaching and the bad GM people by the Kings, he would literally be better, and he would have a better team, and maybe he would make the playoffs and maybe like win a championship. But freaking his team is trash. So yeah, DeMarcus Cousins is number 1. So yeah, that's gonna be all for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and to be honest, the center position is not only my favorite position in the NBA, but it's my favorite position to play in NBA 2K16. So yeah, that's why I made this video on it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and I'll see you next time.